because of Christ, you're never going to do it again. Right. The Lord said.
You said we live? We are? Check. Let me see. We are? Check. Yep. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom. Shamar Thabah Shem Yahushua to the sisters. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. And the true Jews that in the Bible do not celebrate pagan. You know what happens when we celebrate pagan holidays? We suffer the consequences. We face the curses that the Most High put on us. We wind up as slaves in America. We wind up answering to a nation that the Lord considers less than a dog. You know what I'm saying? We wind up serving a people that is animalistic in his nature, who knows nothing but blood. That is what happens when we want to celebrate other holidays and go against our God. When we want to go against our power, we will wind up in the state we are in 2025. Drug addicted, worshiping a rock, fasting for a rock for 30 days, feeding statues of a fat Asian man. That is the condition we will subject ourselves to when we want to go against our God. The punishment we have to go through. And in reality, when we just follow the law, statutes, the commandments that God gave blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we wouldn't have to face those issues. Everybody want to talk about Adam and Eve. Oh, if they didn't eat you can't even stop. You can't even not smoke a cigarette for a day. You want to talk about if I was back in the day. You can't even not smoke weed before you eat a meal. What you want to talk about when I catch Eve? Ooh, Eve messed it up. Adam, I could never be in chains. I'd never be a slave. I got too much in my mouth. But you clock into work every day. Brothers and sisters, we don't live in reality. We live in the matrix. We live so high out of our minds that we don't understand the state we are in. Right now, America, the whole world, is gearing up to celebrate Easter. The whole world. They just got, and it's so funny and so hypocritical how our people is. They was just celebrating Ramadan. I guarantee you, those same people, those same brothers, those same sisters will be putting on their Easter Sunday suits, Easter Sunday dresses, and going on Easter egg hunts. You know what I see when I see that? I see a destroyed people. I see a people that lacks knowledge. I see exactly what Hosea, 4:6? Let me get that. I see that. I see that on an everyday display when I see my people, because we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We don't understand that following the rock, following the Christian church is leading us into destruction. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was, I'm gonna have to do my research on this. I wish there was a study on how many children, how many of us were SA'd, assaulted as kids during Easter Sunday, Easter week, or whatever you would call it. How many of us were abused in that Christian church growing up, wearing the best suit you could wear for the church? Pastor inviting you to the back. Sisters losing their innocence too early. You know what I'm saying? These are the things we are paying for because we want to celebrate these holidays. You sell your kids to the damn devil when you celebrate these holidays. You're sacrificing your offspring. The one that sisters like to say they went through all this pain for several hours for. You literally went through all this pain for several hours, and you're so willingly to give your kids up to this damn devil. You're gonna give your kid, you're gonna put your children in the best Easter Sunday suit, the best Ramadan outfit. When the God of the Bible said, "You shall not have no other gods before him." You are putting a rock before him, an Easter bunny before him. Like, Christianity destroyed the black community. Christianity, Islam are the issues with the black community. Right. History proves, especially these two religions. History proves these religions are poison for the black community. Poison. One of these days, I gotta pull the article in Mosque 9. It's either Mosque 9 or 21. I can't remember the number. Where they were selling literal heroin out of the mosque. But you want me to put a throbe on with some Chanel sneakers. You want me to tell my rib to dress like a ninja. You want me to tell my son to put on a damn kufi to show that he has some form of wisdom. In reality, you are making your son look stupid, like a nut. Because that is exactly what the Arabs look like over there in the Middle East, getting bombed to piss, praying to a rock. Allah didn't save Palestine, the Palestinians. They didn't give them back their land neither. You know what's so crazy about it? They want to be Muslims so bad. Where was Allah when Israel was bombing them to piss? And they didn't even see the play. They didn't see the play at all. If America was backing the Israeli army or the Israel, so-called Israel, right? And then they make the two nations go to peace, right? And then they say, we're going to have to come in there and take over the land and govern to make sure things go according. That right there should tell you the Palestinians took an L. Because the people that weren't behind you, the nation that wasn't behind the Palestinian army, made you cop a plea and then said, I'm coming into your land anyway. Right. So what did the Palestinians gain from that whole conflict? Nothing. They lost. Did they get their land back? No. So what did the devil do? What did the white man do? What he always does. Tricks and deceives. He tricks and deceives, man. But simpletons will be like, oh, Trump, he stopped the war as soon as he got in office. Trump did what any evil businessman would do. He conquered. He conquered a people and made you feel like he was the holiest of holy people. That's what happens when you're evil. That's what happens when you subscribe or you believe so much in America. Donald Trump said he's going to make the world go to peace, and you thought it was going to be by hugs and kisses. No, he conquered. Right. Don't worry. This is all in the Most High's plans. You think them Palestinians? I know the Palestinians ain't giving up because I know Iran is pissed about this. Russia. I can't wait. France is still pissed about that nuclear arms deal that America cut them out of. Ukraine, I don't even know. Ukraine, they beefing with, what's the president bull that he cursed out? I ain't cursing him out, but
yeah, that was Ukraine.
Yeah, he shut him up publicly. Ooh-wee. The earth is falling apart all around us, Black and Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Wake the hell up. Start to see the signs, right? I should pull that later. Give me 4 and 6.
Come. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people. This is how you know the Bible isn't about everybody. Right? This is one of the reasons why when the Christian church said the Bible is for everybody, that's a damn lie. Because you'll read in the Bible several times, or not damn near the whole Bible, where it makes it obvious it's only talking about a certain people. My people is possessive, meaning what? Who's the person writing this? Now we have to dig who Hosea was. You know what I'm saying? He was part of Israel. My people is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the only people on this earth that's destroyed to piss. Even if we talk about the Palestinians and the Ukrainians, they are not bad off as Blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans. Ukrainians and Palestinians can go and be like, that's my land, and go fight for something and have a financial backing and have guns, have an ambulance, have love for each other. You can't even go and have a conversation with a black man and have and it be figured out properly, because you are going to die about it, because there is hatred amongst our people. The stereotypes we try to live every day. They told you black men ain't nothing but baby dads and drug dealers and entertainers, basketball players and musicians. What do? We go on with the same stereotype. We believe it our damn selves. It's been said to us so many times that we start to believe it ourselves. We start to act like it. You know what I'm saying? I can't meet one brother that's in the world that do not smoke weed. I remember there was a point growing up, at least, where white boys were the stoners. You know, they would have the bongs in the movies, Pineapple Express, Super Bad, all the movies where white boys getting stoned. Soon as Wiz Khalifa came out, I should have knew this was a setup for us. Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, all them start coming out. Now black people just high as hell. You know what I'm saying? This goes into don't envy your oppressor. You want to be a stoner like the oppressor so damn bad and being bad at it. The oppressor has a trust fund. I know you didn't know this. I know you thought the oppressor just smoked weed all day and sat on his couch. His house was paid for by his father until he decided to grow the hell up. Your father wasn't around. Your father was dead. Your father was hooked on a harder drug called crack cocaine. Your mother couldn't even pay the bills. So while you smoking weed all day, doing whatever nonsense in the streets, you're dying. While the white man is still your boss. Even if he's a stoner, you know who he is? He's the supervisor at Walmart. He the supervisor stoner, and you just a slave. We just the slaves. You know what I'm saying? You just smoking all the weed, and it's so funny is we can't even separate the movies from real life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers and sisters think their life is a Tyler Perry movie. Like you supposed to like, and then you can take this into relationships too. A lot of us believe our lives are supposed to be what we see on them TV screens. You know what I'm saying? They just debunked it like 2 years ago that marriage isn't about being happy all the damn time. But I.S.U.P.K been preaching that since 1969.
Right.
1969, we've been telling you it. You ain't always gonna have sunshines and rainbows when it comes to being married to somebody.
Right.
But y'all was treating us like we was crazy. Oh no, I'm supposed to be able. My man is supposed to make me feel like love every damn day. Right. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, you gonna get pissed off when he leave the toilet seat up at least. You gonna get pissed off. He leave the drawers. You gotta wash his drawers, or you gonna get pissed off. She got makeup all in the bathroom, hair in the sink. Things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so damn foolish and watching these TV shows and falling for those facades of life. Those are movies, entertainment. Take it as it is. Don't be a child. Grow up. You know what I'm saying? My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Like I was saying. Brothers and sisters was going to be celebrating this damn Easter after just celebrating Ramadan. They're going to be trying to dress their mark my words. The same people you seen wearing robes on Ramadan talking about fasting and how humble the sisters is and all that, they're going to be in church on Easter Sunday on Instagram posting their babies up in them little outfits. Mark my words. You know what else is going to happen? Death. You want to know what happened last year? You got that link? Last year, Easter week, right? Now, this is from the Gun Violence Archives. 248 shootings over the holiday weekend, in which at least 90 people were shot and killed, and 228 others were wounded. You know what I'm saying? That also includes the 38 people that were shot in Chicago during Easter weekend. Where's the answer to that, Christian church? If this is supposed to be a holiday where what Jesus resurrected Easter Sunday, everybody should have been in church. Everybody should have been humble and of the humble. What happened? Why were there so many shootings? I know why. You need a priest of the U.P.K. to answer that for you. It's because that holiday isn't of the Lord. That holiday is of Satan. That holiday is from your your slave master, the white man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the full Easter when we get closer to Easter. But Easter is a Greek holiday where you would celebrate this is a Greek guy. His name, I remember doing a project on him, Dionysius or something like that, right? The god of wine and festivities. And you would get drunk, right? You want to talk about the pregnant Easter and laying eggs, about rebirth and all of that? First off, bunnies don't lay eggs. Smart. All these people with degrees, right? All these blackity black HBCU, AKA Q dogs and all that. Y'all went to all this college. Bunnies don't lay eggs, and what the hell they got to do with Christ? So why are you doing an Easter egg hunt at church? Right? Let's make it make sense. U.P.K. know the answer though, right? So you would celebrate this God by having, can I say yes? You can by having sex and mass numbers. You know what I'm saying? And mass number meaning like in a group, right? Just like how Christmas they would have sex under the mistletoe in the group. I don't know if I can say the O word, but in the group, you know what I'm saying? They're doing the same thing on this holiday. You start to see a common trend. Yeah, you can read it but I'm gonna pull another scripture before you read it. You know what I'm saying? It's a common trend between this heathen nation and their sexual lust. You know what I'm saying? They just want to sleep with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the caveman days where he would just use the club and just knock the woman out and just drag her to the cave. That is the nature of the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? He just want to hump everything like a dog, a beast. You know what I'm saying? It says the lowest beast of the field. You know what I'm saying? Let me get before you read that article. 8 and 10 before you read it. Amos 8 and 10. I'm sorry, I just gave you numbers. You know what I'm saying? Esau is the lowest beast of the field, and you want to follow him, wondering why all his holidays is backed off of having orgies. Why all his most of his holidays are about having sex with random people. Why the traditions of New Year's is about having hookups and punching people and being drunk and doing the stupidest things you'll regret in the morning when you're sober. You're wondering why your life is hell because you're following somebody that likes hell, who likes things unorganized. He likes things out of order. He likes chaos. The white man thrives in it. He loves chaos. You know what I'm saying? Which is why America is in the state it's in. You know what I'm saying? Read what you got. Nathan. Amos 8 and 10. You got it?
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 10. Yeah, though they have hired among the nation, now will I gather them, and they shall and they shall sorrow a little for a burden of the king of princes.
That's Amos 8 and 10.
Oh, Salaki, that's Hosea, Salaki.
Yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 10.
Go ahead.
And I will turn your feast into mourning.
Turn your feast into mourning. What feast is he talking about? He's talking about your feast of Easter. Your feast of Easter. I'm gonna have a brother read the whole article where, just like how I bring out every holiday, there's the violence doesn't stop. It looks like they grow. They grow in number. The deaths go up. You would think about these holidays that's supposed to mean something, peace and about giving and what about gifts and love, that the rate of violence would go down, but instead it goes up. That's because these holidays are nothing but evil. When you go against the Most High, he punishes you for your evils. He punishes you. So as a people, we need to realize we need to come back to him.
That's right.
We need to start following his laws, statutes, and commandments. Celebrate our holidays. You know what I'm saying? Easter Bunny, I don't understand how you can't even let that go. Like it's Santa Claus, especially Santa Claus, Easter, Valentine's Day, St. Patty's Day, New Year's. How you can't let these things go when they're killing you? Literally, they're killing your pockets. They're killing you physically. Like, just it comes to a point where you got to grow up and realize, like, all right, this thing is stupid. Birthdays, you know what I'm saying? As you get older, as I got older, at least, I started to realize this is stupider and stupider. That's why it was nothing to give it up. It's stupider and stupider because it feels like you would plan to celebrate your birthday in the most grandest way and it never turns out good. That's the Most High saying something to you. Meaning you shouldn't be doing this anyway.
Right.
Your birthday never turns out the way you want it to be.
Right.
Christmas never turns out the way you want it to be. You never get the gift you want. You wind up having arguments and disputes at the damn family table, dinner table with your family. It's just because it's all evil at the root, man. Evil at the root. So the whole tree is spoiled. Read.
Come. And all your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up a sackcloth upon all the lawns, and baldness upon every head.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make it as the morning of an only son.
All right, now read that article I sent you. First paragraph.
Oh God. This is everytown.org. Easter weekend of deadly gun violence in cities across the country. Underscores
urgent need for action or gun safety.
This is New York. The Easter holiday weekend marked yet another deadly weekend.
Now, this is April the 1st, 2024, meaning it was last year, right? So they observed what happened last year around Easter. Go ahead.
Come. Another deadly weekend in the U.S. as gun violence killed and wound hundreds of people across the country.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there were at least 248 shootings over the holiday weekend in which at least 90 people were shot and killed, mm-hmm. and 228 others wounded. So
while you were going on Easter egg hunts, while we were going, having Easter dinner at the church, listening to pastor cry about his breakfast, you know what I'm saying? While these things was going on, 248 48 shootings happened, 228 people were harmed, and 90 people died and lost their lives during this holiday. Over the span of 2 days, this holiday weekend. 2 days off, and people lost their lives on this so-called holy day. It should tell you something about the holiday. Keep going.
This number includes the devastating shooting that occurred in cities across the country. At least 33 people were shot in Chicago alone.
Ooh-wee. Chicago, 33 people died last year on Easter weekend. Or not, SHALAM, not 33 people died. 33 people were shot. I don't know if you know what a bullet feels like, but it's hot. It's not something that you would want to feel. You know what I'm saying? And I know mothers were crying. Fathers were crying. Like families were sad. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Highlighting the importance of addressing cities' gun violence.
Now skip down to the next paragraph. Those bullet marks, we don't got to go over. That's just the specific crimes.
Okay. You talking multiple incidents?
Where it says the fact that celebrating.
Okay. The fact that celebrating holidays in America is consistently occupied by...
Accompanied.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Accompanied by overwhelming gun violence and the simple...
Is simply
unacceptable.
So it says the fact that celebrating holidays in America is consistently, Alexa, define consistently. Get the
consistently is an adverb that
Alexa, volume up. Alexa, define consistently.
Consistently is an adverb that describes something being done in a consistent manner or constantly.
Consistently meaning constantly, accompanied by accompanied, meaning it goes hand in hand. So it says the holidays in America are constantly happening, are constantly joined by overwhelming gun violence. What should that tell you about the holidays in America? They are against God. Now, when we read the Bible and we see where it talks about the great dragon and it talks about the nation, the evil nation, the Babylon, the Egypt, and all that, what nation do you think it's talking about? What mark of the beast do you think everybody want to be so damn woke in 2025? What mark of the beast is it talking about? What nation is it talking about? So when you say, I'm just trying to make it in America. I know it's wrong. I know America is wrong and all that, but I do it for the kids and all that. You are literally giving your kids the mark of the beast. You are literally feeding your children poison. You are literally killing your kids. Yeah. God. Both. You know what I'm saying? Even the damn, what's it says? Angela Farrell's executive director of Moms Demand Action knew this is the problem. Anybody with two eyes can see celebrating holidays, something must change. We're losing babies out here while we want to put on an Easter Sunday suit. And the next outfit you see your baby in is going to be in a damn casket. Because you're sinning against the Most High and you putting them in that same position to sin. You're feeding your children that same poison that you grew up on. And that is why the Bible said it is high time to wake up. It is high time to awake out of that sleep. Cool, that's cool. It is high time to awake out of that sleep because it is killing the children. It is killing us. As a people, we don't even have a name. We call each other Black, African American, Afro American, Native American, Hispanic American, Latina. What is our damn name? Where is our land? Talking about free Palestine, free Ukraine, or fight for Ukraine. All of this nonsense. Where's our land? When are we going to want ours? When are we going to be like, I want my own holiday? I don't want American holiday. Everybody knows Christ was black. Christ wasn't celebrating Easter. Christ wasn't celebrating Valentine's Day. Christ wasn't celebrating Christmas. What was Christ definitely celebrated Passover. Christ definitely fasted on Day of Atonement, Purim, Hanukkah. So when you celebrate Easter, you going against what Christ stood for. Christ stood for something revolutionary. He didn't go with the quote unquote. He didn't stand with the Roman Empire. He didn't do it for the kids on Christmas. But you want to call yourself Christian and wear a pink suit with alligator tap dancing with Pastor Holy Hands, looking like a damn goof. Looking like a damn goof, while you dressing your kids to play cosplay on Ramadan and damn Easter. The nation is dying. You can't even name the last time you seen a Native American. The Hispanic babies are in cages. They're American Hispanics, right? Have been the number one, I wouldn't say number one, but they are some of the hardest workers, and now they are America's number one target. Somehow, Hispanics are America's number one problem when Trump says it. And you want to tell me, we don't know who the real Jews are. Who the hell else the whole earth hates with a passion? Who the white man hates? It says he had perpetual hatred. Every corner you turn, the white man chooses a reason to hate you and vocalize it. He called your brothers, the Puerto Ricans, an island of trash. While the damn East Indians are literally living on an island of trash. We can Google photos of them. But you allowed a white man to talk about Puerto Ricans like that. Right? Hispanics are the criminals. Blacks are the drug dealers. But crack cocaine or cocaine was found in the White House. But crack is what your former president's son was smoking. You know what I'm saying? But you allowed a white man to do us like, this is why it says our gates are language. Our leaders is weak as hell. Because a real leader would have stood up. A real leader, like Commanding General YAHANNA, would continue to stand. He would stand in the truth. He wouldn't fold for money. Your pastor, we find out every day that these damn Christian pastors is weak as hell. They fall when they want to. They're bending knee all the time. These Muslim leaders is weak as hell. I can't wait till they scandals come out. I can't wait. I feel like they don't need to because the proof is in the pudding. You can see it every day. We see a brother that's so-called preaching the Quran, smoking a cigarette next week, drinking liquor. That's against his Bible. You don't even believe in what you're preaching because it is weak. It is false. You will never catch any man in I.S.U.P.K doing the nonsense that you do. Because we don't breed weak men. We breed warriors. My brothers is getting ready to go through hell. You know what I'm saying? We breed warriors. We fight demons. My brother the other week brought out the video of the brother talking about, well, if he has a weed addiction and he needs to go smoke him some weed, let him smoke the weed. That's weak. That is weak. We don't do that in the I.S.U.P.K, man. And celebrating these holidays will get you killed. You know what that means? Being weak will get you killed in this world. You can't be weak in this world. The children don't need a weak man. The children don't need a weak father. The women don't need weak husbands. The Christian church, that's all they breed. Go ahead.
It's like if I could, I might be mistaken, but then the scripture say something about how it's like we like to be sleep or we just like to entertain.
Is it talking about the who shall wake the sleeping or the something lying?
Yeah, we should.
Let me see. Who shall rouse him up? The sleeping lion, or
yeah. Is that the precepts of what you're saying?
Yeah, let's pull it out. 49.
What was it?
Genesis 49 and 9. Let me get there with you. This is the joint where it's describing like the different tribes. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, pull it. We can do that. Do verse 9.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son. Though art gone up, he stood down. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rouse up Judah, man? Meaning what? There's going to be a time where Judah is going to wake the hell up, which is who? The blacks in America. Black people are in a like a drunken state right now. We are just, this is like the old lion. You know what an old lion does in the jungle? You've probably seen it on National Geographic or whatever. But when an old lion feels like it's his time to die, you know what he starts to do? He starts to lounge around, sit around, waiting for somebody to come kill him. That's exactly describing what blacks and Hispanics are today. You look at the black community now. We're just laying around for anybody. Oh yeah, let the Arabs come in and take all of our cooking inventions and open up stores. Oh yeah, you could come in and put B.O.W in the Olympics. Go ahead, do that. Yeah, go ahead, take advantage of our kids. Push the LGBTQ plus. You allowing all of these things to come happen to you, because that's what the old lion does. Look up how the old lion. What is the characteristics of an old when the lion is ready to die? He's like lying around, like he's lackadaisical. He's not as how you say like what's the word? I can't even think of it. It's like on the tip of my tongue with an S. He's not as alert as his younger self. Because if you know any traits of a lion, he's supposed to be ready for battle at all times, because any alpha would come and try him to take his spot. Even some of his own tribe or pride, I think they call him. You know what I'm saying? So as an old lion, he's not giving a damn no more because he's ready to go. So who's going to rouse the old lion up? You know what I'm saying? Judah was a nation, or was a tribe that had a lot of warriors. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, David came from Judah. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things, Christ is from Judah. You say, and then you'll read further how he'll have the scepter shall not depart from us, describing of Christ and all of that. But who's going to wake up blacks and Hispanics, man? Because it's time for us to wake the hell up. The enemies are around about us. They're damn near not even around us no more. They in the gates. They're literally chomping at our feet. You know what I'm saying? We are almost damn near nothing at this point. You know what I'm saying? We always bring out how we don't even got a damn toothpick factory to our name. Like the small businesses we have now clinging on to life. To where we used to be a powerful nation. We used to be a great people that people looked up to. There was a point in time, Black and Hispanic man, you used to wake up as a child and be proud to be Black and Hispanic. Now you wake up dreading the day, dreading who you are, dreading who your father is, and not even knowing your past, not even knowing that you come from a great nation, man. And you gonna go put on that Easter outfit, that Ramadan outfit, that Eid Merbank outfit, whatever you call that holiday, and put a fake smile on because you can't pay your light bill. You can't pay your rent. You are literally starving because you spent your last dime on this stupid outfit, celebrating a God that isn't real. You know what I'm saying? Go back to 8 and 10. Amos 8 and 10.
8 and 10?
Yeah.
From the top. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, chapter 8 and verse 10. Salakia. And I will turn your feast into mourning.
I will turn your feast into mourning. There was how many shootings? 228? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I lost it. All right, there you go. 248 shootings over Easter weekend. The Lord turned your feast into mourning. You thought you was going to have that slice of ham. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put the pink shirt on and go hunt eggs. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. And all your songs into lamentation.
All that dumb church songs you be saying in there, you crying now. Sad as hell. Because your children died over Easter weekend. You know what I'm saying? You lost a brother. You lost a father. You lost a mother. You lost a cousin. You lost an auntie. It said 33 people got shot over Easter weekend last year. What you think is going to happen this year? Go ahead.
And I will bring up sackcloth upon the loins.
Sackcloth across the loins, right? And the loins is your body, right? Sackcloth is what was what we used to wear when we were in great grievance, meaning we were grieving. Like when, say your husband died or your wife died or somebody died close to you, you would wear sackcloth to show that you was in a depressed state, right? And it says, read that again, that part.
Keep going. Upon the loins and baldness upon every head.
Keep going.
And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day.
Oh man, it said he will make it the mourning of an only son. And what was the last part?
And
the bitterness
the end thereof as a bitter day.
Man, he's gonna make your life hell because of the choice. I can't even say he. We chose this. We chose to celebrate Easter. And in return, what did the Lord give you? 248 shootings, 90 people were shot and killed, and 228 others were wounded. When it says wounded, I can't imagine how many of those 228 can't walk no more. How many of those 228 had to wear? You ever seen somebody with a colostomy bag after being shot? That's where you got to wear a bag for your feces to go into. Sometimes it's permanent, sometimes it's not. Either way, it is not a good state to be in. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother in the world. He had the colostomy bag, and it stinks. Like you net because it's just a bag, and it's feces sitting on you all day until you go clean that bag out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're gonna have to go through. So this the life you live while celebrating Easter don't seem real holy to me. It seems like you're going through hell. It seems like you're suffering during Easter holiday. And that tells me that it's against God. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where people, when we used to go through things, you know, the blacks and Hispanics used to be like, he must have did something against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He must have sinned. Because it ain't no way the Lord took his arm away for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And now in today's world, you say what? Oh, that's life. We dying in mass numbers. Children getting shot. We're addicted to drugs as a people. LGBTQ is running rampant in our community. We can't make a decision whether to eat or not in our community. Like literally, we complain about what America what has going on agriculturally. You know what I'm saying? That we get scared when they have a famine. When white man has a problem in his country or in his nation, we get terrified because what? Everything depends on him. That's how bad we are as a people. We depend on another nation that much that if he goes down, we're going down with it. You know what that's called? That is called slavery. That is literally called slavery. You cannot feed we cannot feed ourselves. We can't do nothing unless he says so. You know the proof? Haiti is in destruction right now. Mm-hmm. Cuba just got the embargo pulled off of them. You know what I'm saying? Those are our brothers too, if you didn't know. Cuba. They had embargoes since Fidel Castro. If you know anything about Cuba and their, what do you call it? Their agriculture or their resources, they got a lot of bananas over there. But guess what? You know what embargo does? It stops your ports. So America stopped anybody from doing business with Cuba. So you know what Fidel Castro did? He had they own people farming for good, like farming to feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the damn 1700s. You know what I'm saying? And they was over there eating potatoes for years. Because America didn't drop. Because like if the nation can't trade with nobody, they don't have no funds. So America tried to starve them out because what? They didn't want to be with America. Same thing with Haiti. So whatever this white man says goes. That is the state we are in as a people. And if you think you any different because you're not black in America, you are sadly mistaken, and it shows. What is Mexico going through right now? Did they label them as terrorists yet? Cartel?
Yeah.
They did? Slovakia. Just like what they call that in the 80s? The war on drugs? They thought they was any different? You know what I'm saying? We are brothers, man. We go through the same things. And if you were a black man, you should be taking any Hispanic or Native Indian or West Indian brother in, understanding what they going through, because we already are in the belly of the beast. We already been chewed up and spit out. Go ahead.
I'm saying it's so heavy because I mean we gotta treat each other like we're like brothers. Mm-hmm. Like I mean, if you had a brother or I mean just like an older cousin or something like that, you'll know like when he's trying to teach you something because he's been there and done it, right. And we try to teach you about females or something like that because he's been there, he's done it. So right. He's trying to tell you what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
But as a people,
that's how we got to be. For I mean the ISRAELITEs, I mean just so they get understand.
No, you're right. But instead, as a people, as especially blacks, we feel like now we feel like, oh well, I don't gotta help them. I don't gotta do that. But then I remember during all those murders, I won't say murders, but those police brutality hearings, you'll see those black mothers hugging those white officers without an issue. Go ahead.
Good. They only like that because they voted for Trump.
Right. You thought the Hispanics were your enemy, and you still got fired. You lost. It said, I just seen something else. RFK cut 10,000 jobs, 10,000 employees from the health industry. You voted for Trump thinking you was finna get more money. Oh, what blacks, we're not the target no more. The Hispanics are. While you lost your job anyway. You stupid. You dumb. You dumb. When you thought the white man was gonna pick a side between you and your brother when he hates you both. Nah, I'm good. Okay, make me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You thought he was gonna pick you over the ISRAELITES when y'all one and the same. Y'all Israel. You know what I'm saying? We just need to get over this self-hatred junk.
That's right.
Did I have you on the scripture or did you finish it?
I finished it. You had me at Amos 8 and 10.
Give me Exodus 20 and 3.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3.
Now I told you that God punishes us for going against him, right? We just seen that the Lord turned a high holy day for America into lamentation, into crying. And how he did that? Violence. He gave you gun violence in your community. While you was out hunting for Easter eggs, you heard gunshots. You know what I'm saying? And screams and blood. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something holy about that day at all. Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
So now this is in the Bible. So when you celebrate Easter, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and I know I'm missing one. Whatever other holiday that America celebrates, you are putting another God before him. You are celebrating another nation of people's holiday. And it's honestly a very weak mind state to have, because you're literally following them into their own destruction. You know, this is where it goes into where Revelation talking about come out of her. You want to stay in there. She's infested with fleas and all types of diseases that the Lord gave her, and you want to stay inside of her. You like the whore. You like the whore Babylon. You know what I'm saying? It's comfortable to you. Me and my brother from the world, we talk about all the time how certain people get comfortable in a position that they're in and they don't never want to progress. And that's a mindset we never want to get into. You will never want to get into just being comfortable in America. Now, any man in the U.P.K. obviously was never comfortable in America, because what? They would have never came in here. They would have never put on that all black. They would have never humbled themselves if they was comfortable with being in America. You know what I'm saying? If they were comfortable with the state of their people, they would just be outside smoking weed, chilling on the block like usual. But instead, they wanted a change. They didn't want to celebrate Easter. They was tired of seeing or hearing the stories of sisters that were SA'd, abused. SA sounds so lame. Abused. You know what I'm saying? They were tired of hearing the stories of children that were abused during these holidays by the church, by the Muslim mosques, or like, I ain't gonna say that, but they're just tired of seeing the state that our people are in, and they were ready for conversation that the pastor couldn't give them. The pastor didn't want to answer why our community was like this, why white people live in heaven and they commit some of the most heinous crimes. heinous crimes like dashing babies on stones, making them walk miles. And when I say miles, I'm not talking like 10, 50. We're talking hundreds of miles. You know what I'm saying? The Trail of Tears. By foot. Some of us can't even walk some of us can't even run a mile. Some of us can't even walk a mile without complaining about blisters. Now imagine you pregnant and you walking, and then you about that time to give birth, or sometime you just might not even be there at that time. And a white man comes by and cut your stomach open and dash the baby that you was planning to have on a stone. And that's the beast you dealing with. That's the beast you decide to follow. You decided to follow that beast. You decided to celebrate the holidays of that beast. You know what I'm saying? You can't even walk a damn mile in today's world. But your ancestors had to do it in the Trail of Tears. While getting killed, while losing their children, carrying their children. You know what I'm saying? Where was we at? Exodus
20:3.
While that beast did that to our ancestors, we decided to follow what he does after that. We decided to envy him, thinking he was something better after he done killed and destroyed us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Give me Amos 5:21.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days.
The Lord hates and despises Easter, man. It is the oppressor's holiday. It is what white people like to do because they're freaks. Freak nasties, man. Christmas and New Year's. It is a white man's holiday. Let them have it. Let them have it. We do not have to indulge in those disgusting holidays. The Lord doesn't want us to indulge in it. And it's proof that it doesn't work for us. Everybody want to talk about gun violence, but still do the same things. It's like we don't learn from history. It's like we don't learn from the things that happen in our everyday lives. We knew Christianity has some of the most foulest predators in there. And what do we do when we grow up? Put our kids in the Christian church. We knew the Islam religion is filled, it is literally a jailhouse religion. And what do? Raise our children to act that way. And now what do we have? Crash outs, YNs that have no discipline, abuse in the community like never before. You know what I'm saying? We knew these things were going to happen, and what do we have? LGBTQ running so rampant in the Black and Hispanic community. Sisters can't even find a damn man because they all want to be with each other. And then you want to get on us about polygamy. Like we doing something wrong while your brother is wanting to be with a man. Your best friend wants to be with another man. But you chastising me. Go ahead.
You want me to read you or
What's the precept we got?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 3. After the doing of the land of Egypt, where ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinance.
You want to break it down or you want me to? All right, read it from the
top. After the doing of the land of Egypt, where ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
After you done lived in Egypt and had to go suffer through that slavery, you know, when you was in that slavery, what did you have to do? Celebrate the Egyptian holidays. Should you still celebrate those damn Egyptian holidays? even if you dwelled there dwelled in there during those times, hell no. You should not be worshiping no rod, which is literally what Egyptians did. They worship statues of a male genitalia and women genitalia. And, so crazy. I remember that back during that Egyptology era, they used to, the Ankh, and they used to be so proud to talk about how this is the woman's womb and all that. That's nasty. What the hell are you worshiping a damn uterus for? Weirdo. Grow up. Freak boy. Keep going.
Slide. They're proud and try to use that.
And then they weird on their neck as a grown behind man. Go ahead.
They try to say that it's life.
Right. You try to say it.
It means life. Well, is it life when she's on her period?
Right. Yeah. No, it's so crazy because then I think a white woman came out or a white man came out and was like, how is the womb is dead? Ain't nothing in there. Nothing in there is living until a man puts his seed in there. And then they did a study where they showed when the seed enters into the egg and you'll see a spark of light and they don't know what the hell it is. Like, we just destroyed people grabbing. We're like grabbing for anything. Like that Egyptology era, I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I never wore a hump. Go ahead.
God, what you're saying is heavy because this goes back into Moses when Moses took it out of the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, he took it out of the land of Egypt, and the first thing we try to do is basically worship anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why we built that golden calf.
We tried to go back to something just like I brought out earlier that was comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to something that we knew. We knew, even though it didn't work, even though we were in chains worshiping this damn golden calf, getting our backs whipped and lashed and getting killed. I'm gonna go worship this calf because this is what I know. Go ahead.
I say we was free.
No, I'm saying when we was in Egypt, we was worshiping it.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that's why they got it from.
Read on.
Yeah, keep going.
It says, and after the doing of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall ye not do it.
So yeah, we went and took over Canaan. Doesn't mean you go celebrate the damn Canaanites holidays, the damn stinking Hamites. Doesn't mean you go to that land and start worshiping cows. Because that's for some reason Ham like worshiping cows. I don't know why. They do it till this day. And ride. You see it on the camp signs too, how they love worshiping each other ride. You know what I'm saying? They disgusting people. You know what I'm saying? Them damn Ham Africans. Like, I got my feelings about Ham. Like I say every time. Keep going.
Cow. Neither shall you walk in their ordinance.
You shall not walk in their ordinance. Don't follow after that nation of people, man. Like, as an Israelite, I feel like you should just like you see something that a nation does and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it like that. I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying? Because I know in some way, form, or fashion, that thing is probably evil the way they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Ham, even though you can eat a cow, but Ham will stick his whole face in the cow butt and huff the farts. You know what I'm saying? He getting high off a cow butt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he does. He's starving too. You ever see them pictures? They be starving, skinny as hell. And the cow right there in front of them. You know what they do with the cow? Just stick their face in the butt and get the gas. Or like drink the pee. Or just drink the blood. Like you'll see some crazy stuff these heathens will do.
Bathing.
Yeah, like you bathing in blood. Bathing in piss. Like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You wouldn't do it now, but I guarantee, sheesh. Some of the things, and then I know some brothers and sisters that would go to Africa and be like, oh, what's this? And feel all exotic, like you doing something different. Go bathe and piss. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? It's just something that I just thought of. Like when we say that we're Africans, the Africans over there are not the how can I say it? Like they're not the Africans of like the old. Like they don't follow their original traditions. They're Christians, Muslims.
Yeah, they are.
And then white man. The ones that follow the traditions of Africa are the ones that you see that's eating and that's bathing in the cow piss.
Yup, putting that.
Those are the Africans.
That's the royalty they keep talking about.
Yeah.
That's the damn royalty. That's your kings and queens that y'all keep talking about.
Yeah, like the ones that they see now over there that got the jobs, pants, shirts, and all that.
Yeah,
they're Christianized.
He look like a civilized man.
Yeah.
He got the low cut.
God,
the baldy jaw. Everybody had growing up.
Curly top.
Yeah.
Doing TikTok dances.
Right. They're Christianized. Fitness influencer now.
God. Like, they're fly. I just thought of that.
Yeah, the ones you see, the Nigerian man that you want so bad. He a so-called Nigerian prince. So-called. Everybody from Nigeria prince all of a sudden. Everybody want one too. But the one that you see every day that look, he dressed nice or presentable. He still can't dress like a Judah. He tried though, but he dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? He not following what his ancestors doing over there.
Right.
He don't want to take you back to the tribe, Kabutu. You know what I'm saying? Where the women, the reason why he want a sister is because the women over there putting doo-doo masks on their head. Like he tired of smelling poop. That's why he with you. Go ahead.
You know how over here, how we see the brother that's in the suit in a high-rise buildings with the white man, and we're like, he made it out. Mm-hmm. That's what who he is today.
Yep.
He made it out.
He made it out.
He made it out.
He made it out. He made it out the mud hut.
Yeah.
They catch an attitude every time he don't want to bathe and piss. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow these other nations. And that would piss me off about us, man. We're gonna follow the white man, and then we talk about we kings and queens, and go ahead and try to be like an African. You know what I'm saying? I remember that fufu igusu trend where everybody was tasting that stupid Hamite food, and all the brothers and sisters was spitting that joint out on video, and all them Hamites was like backlash and coming at black people talking about you don't even got no culture. Y'all don't have no culture to be spitting out our food like that. That right there should have shown blacks and Hispanics that you ain't African. That they definitely know that you are not them. You know what I'm saying? And you should have respected it as soon as you tasted their food, because the damn Hamite food tastes nothing like the Judites over here. So why do you think if you don't even got something that's so simple, like, you know what's so crazy? You go to an SICARII culture, right? The Mexican culture, Puerto Rican culture, Dominican culture. We got Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, and then you got Judah. And you'll go to all their cuisines. You know what a lot of that stuff is? You got chicken, right? And what they do with their chicken, they spice it up. You know what Ham do with his chicken? He not as bland as the damn white man, but he'll probably throw some doo-doo on there. He'll eat it. He'll eat it with blood. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably put some monkey brains in there. Bamboo, like he over there. He when they say you gotta fight for your food, he literally fighting for the food. Like he in the jungle squaring up with the damn chimpanzee. You know what I'm saying? Trying to eat the brain. That's who Ham is. You know what I'm saying? And Ham, Islam too. Ham worship the rock. Surprise, surprise. You know what I'm saying? What scripture was we on? Yeah, like these other nations are disgusting, man. And just because you feel like the white man, like back then, and it's a good analogy you can put right now to this. Egypt back then was doing the same things that Ham is doing over there now, right? And they was in a high state, but we didn't see it as disgusting. But right now, the white man is in his heavenly state, so-called. You know what I'm saying? He's considered rich and all of this other stuff and classy. In his high state, you think the things he does is not disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But when he's in that low state, and when we got the kingdom, you're gonna be looking like, ain't no way I would have never did this, not knowing you was over here in America in your past life, celebrating Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, man. Because Ham used to rule the earth. We keep forgetting about that. The reason why they in the state they is because the Lord dealt with Ham on several occasions. You know what I'm saying? Reason why they living in such disgust is because of what the Lord did to Egypt. Why they in the Sudan right now. You know what I'm saying? That's Google. Like, you can literally Google where the current Egypt, like where the ancient Egyptians at, and it'll tell you they're in Sudan. You ever seen Sudan? It's not somewhere you would want to live, I hope. You know what I'm saying? It's a disgusting place. But these are the people that used to rule the earth. Egypt used to be what Rome was. It used to be what Greece was. It used to be what America is today. It was the ruler of the earth. Was that it on that scripture?
Okay.
Give me.
Go back to Amos?
Was we done with that?
Nah.
All right, go ahead, finish it off.
Khan. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 20. SHALAM, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
The Lord not going to be at that damn Easter egg hunt. He's not going to be at that stupid Easter Sunday meal that you're prepping with the ham hocks and pastor holy hands coming to bless the food, tap dancing and all that. The Lord ain't going to be there. Keep going.
God. And verse 22. Though he offer me burnt offerings.
You offered him that stupefying ham and the greens with the ham leg in there. Go ahead.
God. And your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
The Lord ain't going to accept none of that. The Lord is never going to accept the BS that you're trying to sacrifice to him. Because it's not even for him. It's for your selfish needs. You want to celebrate Easter so you can look good, so you can look normal. You want to feel a bit of normalcy. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel comfortable. In the I.S.U.P.K, we're used to being uncomfortable. We go in a room full of people wearing a cover, wearing our UPK apparel. We're used to that. The stares. We're used to that because we look like something you have never seen before.
Right. When
we speak at camp, we're used to you getting frustrated because we approached your demon. We're used to that. You know what I'm saying? In the UPK, we raise men. We raise warriors. A man is never, you know what a good, true, righteous man is? Somebody that does not like being comfortable. He likes progressing. He doesn't want to be stagnant. That is what a boy does. Oh, let me get in this comfortable spot and just stay here. No, I want to grow. I want to be something better than what I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So you know what we did? Got in all black, started studying this Bible, started learning under the true priests and prophets of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? While the whole world stood still, smoking weed, carrying on with the dumb holidays, having sex with whoever, we decided to take a step back and work on ourselves and became better. We became that gold. Give me I will make a man like refined gold. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Because gold has a process, or at least refined gold has a process. And that process is very harsh. To get the gold that you see on jewelry, the gold that you see on teeth, earrings, and all that shininess to it, is not just dug out of the ground and you have an earring. There's a refining process to that. In order for you to get that type of shine and that glamour on that jewelry, you have to put fire to it. You have to buff it. It has to go through a harsh process of getting those impurities out. And that's what the men of the I.S.U.P.K are. We got to knock out those demons. We got to remove the things in our lives that hold you back from getting closer to the Most High. Go ahead and read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
He said more precious, meaning we're going to be better. We're going to be worth more. You know what I'm saying? Refined gold. Gold goes through a heating process to burn the impurities out of it. In order for me to become that refined, perfect bar of gold, I have to go through a process that is hell. And that is what those brothers is going through in Hebrew Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord willing, some of these brothers will receive that cover. And you'll see that refined gold. You will see men that you ain't never seen in this world. Men that stood tall with brothers. Men that care for their brothers like you ain't never seen in the world. Not soft. No weak men. Go ahead.
It's how you describing it, it's like you ever seen 300?
Mm-hmm.
When the bull went into the water, came up as the God.
Mm-hmm.
That
Without the gay or Salagian LGBTQ-ness to it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come out better than what you were. You know what I'm saying? You ain't so easily swayed by this world's attempts to throw you off your pivot, and you understand a little bit more. You understand a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just by yourself out here. You know what I'm saying? You actually got a shoulder to lean on. You know what I'm saying? The rest of those brothers in the world, they by themselves. Which is why they always make these rap songs and these ride wave songs about being alone. NBA, you ever notice that the most popular rappers be talking about how they hate their damn life? Their number one song is about how I take all these drugs and can't stand to look at myself in the mirror. And then we all listen to it like it's the hottest thing out. That's because that is the truth of what's going on in the Black community. And why none of the positive rappers or whatever you call it get no play is because that's not what the Black and Hispanic people feel in today's world. All we feel is depression. All we feel is pain. Now, all we do is take drugs to get away from the pain or kill somebody because I'm so involved in my emotions. So now this is all I listen to. You know what I'm saying? We are a destroyed people. Keep going.
Even a man than the golden leg of oak.
The Lord going to make you finer than fine gold, refined gold, man. And then if you go into the virtuous woman scriptures, sisters can be like more precious than a ruby. I remember one class I had looked up the price of a ruby. There's a ruby that's like $10 billion. Like it's expensive as hell. You know what I'm saying? So you can be that fine ruby, or you can be that little plastic John that you can get from, you remember those little candy machines that you put the quarter in and you got to spin it? You can be that one, or you can be this fine ruby that's over millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But instead, a lot of our sisters are drawn to be that worthless piece of plastic ruby that ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Is that it on that?
Okay.
Give me first Ezra chapter 8, verse 85.
You said first address?
Yep. John.
8 verse 85?
Yep.
This is the book of First Esdras,
right?
chapter 8, verse 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
You shall never seek to have peace with this white man. Everybody voted for Trump. Everybody thought Trump was going to be the answer. Everybody thought Trump was going to be the answer. You thought putting Hispanics as the #1 target in America was going to solve our problems. And then we got fired. You wanted to be friends with your coworkers so bad. You'd be like, I'm voting for Trump too. You wanted to be so cool with your supervisor. I'm voting for Trump. I just voted for Trump. Oh, yeah, the Mexicans are the problem. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be him so bad. And then you lost your job still. You still got treated like a Negro. You still got kicked out. You're not one of them. Never seek to have peace with them, man. Don't celebrate the holidays. You celebrating a holiday thinking that he gonna treat you like one of him. You over there going to his Easter Sunday with potato salad and the raisins and all that. He's still not gonna love you. Don't seek to have peace with this white man. I'm not telling you to go kill a white man though. Don't go out there shooting and all that. The white man got tanks. Even if you try to buy all the guns in the world, that white man got tanks and missiles. The Lord is going to kill the white man. The Lord is going to deal with the white man through Christ. You know what I'm saying? Through them chariots. There is going to be a time to hunt. You know what I'm saying? I understand we get angry. You know what I'm saying? Especially this go to the mental brothers out there that take things too literal and got that mental problem. The Lord is going to handle the white man. Do not harm them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to fight our battles for us. We don't need to pick up a rifle. Our weapons are not carnal. You know what I'm saying? I get the zeal you had, especially like when I first came into the truth or first heard. I won't say heard because I heard it for a while, but when I was in Afghanistan, I was studying, you know what I'm saying, listening. It pissed me off too. You know what I'm saying? It make you want to do things, but your weapons is not your war. The war we are fighting isn't carnal. You know what I'm saying? The war we're fighting is love, flesh or blood. Like it's not that. It's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? While you try to fight that carnal warfare, you're gonna wind up getting yourself hurt and getting many more hurt too. This warfare is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? You want to flip America, you want to destroy it, change your spirit.
Right.
Change how you are as a person. You can't just pick up a rifle and still be eating pork. You can't just pick up a rifle and just still be celebrating Easter. You know what I'm saying? While you picked up the rifle, your sister or your brother was still eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, suffering from drug addiction. Instead of picking up a rifle, save them. Save their life. There will be a time where you have to bear it, where we will become the hunters. You know what I'm saying? Read what you got.
This is This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Our weapons aren't ARs. They're not knives. They're not staffs. They're not missiles or planes and tanks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We train to defend ourselves, but our weapons aren't carnal. Our weapons are, keep going.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
So read that again.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
God pulls down the strongholds. You know what I'm saying? You are stronger when you stand with God. You are stronger when it comes to that spiritual warfare. Yeah, it's cool to know how to fight. It's cool to know how to work that AR and pistol and fly a F-22 jet and all that. But you are mightier through God. The only reason you probably even know how to operate that F-22 fighter pilot jet is because of the Most High. He gifted you that. He gifted you the skill of boxing or taekwondo and whatever fighting craft you have. You know what I'm saying? So you are mightier through God. Keep going.
Verse 11. Let such and one think this, that such as we are in the word by letters when we are absent, such will.
Where you at? Let me go with you.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 11.
Did you read?
I read 10. I read
You said 2 Corinthians 10 and 10?
Oh, Salaki. I went down too far.
Yeah.
Verse 5. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down the imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God.
Meaning this truth casts down those imaginations. You know what them imaginations are? That rock in Mecca that everybody just fasted for Ramadan. It casts those things down. My brother brought out the other week about how, I think it was Officer Yadiah that brought out the dancing boys and the fetish that the Afghanis and the Muslims have for young boys. And then Officer Quatazar brought out how Muhammad was married to a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? We cast those imaginations down. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God. You know what I'm saying? They go against the Most High. And they try to put themselves up there with the Most High. And we bring them down. Not through guns, not through warfare, but through the Spirit. And through the truth. The Most High proves all things for us, man. We go in this Bible and everything just falls before it. What are you going to tell me about Islam that is anything to this Bible? And this is so crazy. You can tell a brother that's in Islam anything too, right? You can just tell him this. This is how you be smart with him, at least. Just tell me you don't know how to read the Bible instead of just saying the Quran is better. Because 9 times out of 10, a brother that's in Islam has never even opened this book. He's never opened this Bible, but he's going to tell you how the Bible contradicts itself so many times. Have you even read the Bible? Tell me the scriptures that contradict themselves. Because we can talk about how the Quran is a damn comic book or your prophet is a damn molester, pedophile. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that. Hadiths and all. How you're allowed to beat women up. You know what I'm saying? You breed weak men that are emotional. Mm-hmm. You're emotional, I keep going.
Okay. And bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
Keep going. Keep going.
Verse 6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to become these rulers of this earth. Our revenge is going to come from the Most High. When our obedience, meaning what? When we start obeying the Lord, we get to take out our revenge on these heathens. I'm trying to keep it clean. Every time they disobey, you know what I'm saying? The stinking Hamite, they want to continue to do the disgusting things. You get that's 50 lashes. No more putting your head in cow butt. The next person I catch doing this nonsense is getting 50 lashes. You running the plant, you running your land that the Most High gave you. Is that it on that?
Con, you want verse 6? I mean verse 7.
Nah. I'm on time 45. Give me. Where was we at before I was reading that?
We was in Amos.
Give me Proverbs 14 and 12.
Con. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto man.
Everybody think Easter is the celebration of Christ, or the celebration of his rebirth, or his. Do they call it his rebirth? I think they call it his. No, they call it his resurrection. Rebirth, same thing, right? They think it's the celebration of his resurrection. They put the crosses out, which is like a blatant disrespectful thing. That's like if my brother dies from an AK-47 and I hang an AK-47 at his grave. Like, that's disrespectful. You posting the thing that killed me and like to show some type of observance to my death. Like, it's blatantly disrespectful. Go ahead.
God, I'm saying it's heavy because you don't see nobody walking around here with the chains. The chain that slaves used to wear.
Oh, yeah, put them in gold and all.
Put them in gold and went around their neck.
Right.
That cross that YAHUSHA or Jesus was carrying was something to destroy. It was how many pounds was it?
I don't know. It's heavy as hell. It was
heavy as hell. And he had to carry it all the way up a damn hill. That was torture.
And then you put the crown of thorns on top of the John.
That cross was torture to Jesus.
It was.
So why you wearing something that brings torture or that brings pain to Jesus? It's like it just don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. It's because it's because it's not from the Most High. It's from a heathen. The heathens don't make sense, period. Heathens don't do anything logical. They don't even when they try to spew logic, they're not even spewing good logic. Like, they're just spewing whatever the white man feels like doing. Like, Christianity is so backwards when it comes to the Bible. Like, you want to celebrate Christ, so you celebrate him by mocking him. Because essentially that's what you do when you put the cross and the crown of thorns up there. Like, what are you trying to say here? Like, how was that supposed to observe me in a good way? You know what I'm saying? You know what they do in the drill videos or the disc videos? They'll go to graves, dig up graves. They'll show the gun that shot you. Like, that's exactly what you're doing for Christ. You dissing him. You portraying him with the crown of thorns. Instead, you're supposed to portray him as what? Glorious, man. Change your life. Like, you supposed to change. The reason why Christ did all that is so you can have a chance to change your life, right? At least I think that's what Christians think. The whole point of him dying was for our sins. So what does that mean? That means you get to be absolved of all your sins, but change your life. That's what he told. That's what he told the adulterous woman. I forgive you. Now go and sin no more. Instead, what do? We portray him getting killed over and over, Easter after Easter, and go continue to sin and be an evil bastard. That's what we do. Continuous disrespect. And that is why in the U.P.K. we say these holidays are evil. We say these holidays are against the Most High because these holidays literally disrespect our King. Our King doesn't deserve this, and it's so disrespectful because he died for us, and now we over here making fun of him. We over here making fun of him. And then we got the nerve to put him as a white man. You at the church with a white Christ playing on TV, Passion of Christ. Nicolas Cage playing Christ. Like, this has got to be the most, has to be the most disrespectful thing you can do. And this is why when Christ comes back, he's going to be pissed. He is going to be pissed. He's going to be pissed because of what they have done to us and how they have treated us as a people. Because we are his brothers and sisters, man. We are his brothers and sisters. And with that, man, we at I.S.U.P.K started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Passover is coming. You get to see these brothers attempt to become some refined gold, you know what I'm saying, to change their lives, you know what I'm saying, and earn themselves a glorious cover. You know what I'm saying? We at I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Pay your tithes. Come to Passover in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We're going to turn up. We got the Lamb Slaughter, All Black Party, Hebrew Academy. We got some glorious things going on. I think it's in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You get to hang out with brothers. Get a feeling that you ain't never felt in a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics only, please. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans only, please. You know what I'm saying? And with that,